Welcome to Bible Study Date, a quiet moment where we sit, read scripture, and flex together. No pressure, no performance, no needs to make this perfect. And today feels like one of those topics we don't usually say out loud. What to do when God feels quiet, not absent, just quiet. So let's sit with that for a moment. Same simple background, my Bible, my journal, nothing special. But maybe that's the point. Because sometimes God speaks in quiet moments more than the loud ones. Today we're reading from Psalm 13, verse 1. How long, Lord, will thou forget me forever? Let that sit for a second. Because this isn't a fake question. This is an honest one. Even in scripture, people asked God why he felt distant. And I feel like there are moments in faith where it's simply just confusing in general. Because nothing seems to be changing outwardly, but everything seems to be changing inwardly. You're still praying, you're still talking to God, but that closeness you usually felt with God kind of seems off. And you start wondering, am I doing something wrong? Did I sin? Did I do this thing? Did I drift apart? Did I go about the wrong path? But sometimes silence doesn't mean absence. Sometimes it just means you're just in a different season. A season that is less emotional and more quiet. And I think that's where many of us struggle with because we're used to measuring closeness with friends. But faith was never built on feelings alone. Sometimes it's built on staying, even when it feels quiet, even when it feels like God has left the story, even when it feels confusing at times, even when connection feels full. So maybe the question isn't why does God feel far? Maybe it's how am I learning to trust Him, even when I don't feel the way I used to feel. Because sometimes faith matures in silence, not noise. So if you've been feeling far recently, you're not strange for feeling that. Neither are you far from God either. It's just a different kind of nearness from what you've already known. But before you leave, I would really love you to close your eyes for a few seconds because there's this kind of tradition we've been trying to build in each and every one of these kind of videos. Is we tend to say a little prayer before leaving. So, God, even when you feel quiet, teach me to trust that you're still here. Teach me to be steady, even in quiet seasons. Amen. So again, this is Bible Study Date, a quiet moment where we just sit with scripture and reflect together. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post any kind of videos like this. Thank you for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in another one.